myself nuts because I'm fucking busy. Can't remember a thing right now. Short-term memory loss issues. Don't tell me how to speak to my people. Anyway, howdy. I'm high. How are you? I am high because I smoke lots of weed. That's why I'm high. Including a few moments ago, just so I can tune up for this, so I'm a better shit talker. Anyway, for those of you who do not know me, there's a few of you, not many. My name is Samuel Ezra Horvitz, the last. The final edition of my people you'll ever get. Not of all of them, because you people seem to hate a lot of my people, because I am the most hated ethnic group in Elko. Do any of you know what this is? I heard nothing solid. Try this again. You in particular, go. No. So oddly enough, goth is not the most hated ethnic group here. She's got it. I am the most hated ethnic group here. I am Californian. Good, I can feel your hate. All you seem to hate what my people have done to your state, but don't realize I've been here for 20 years infiltrating your culture. I have seen things, and I have listened, and I have watched as this place has evolved for 20 years. And you hate it. But why? I think it's time now, as a perfect middleman. I've been here for about 20 years at each place, so I'm kind of a man of two worlds now, so I think I'm a good arbitrator for the situation. Let us discuss the relationship with Nevada and California. I hear you all, bitch. Do not Californicate my Nevada. Well, Nevada, stop inviting California over for booty calls. Because this relationship has gone on long enough. It was private at first. At first, Californians would come in just to go gamble a little bit, and you loved them then. Back in the old mafia days where people just disappeared in the desert for no good reason at all. But then California decided, hey, I kind of like that. And they got their own casinos, so you had to do something else. And now Nevada, I don't really blame you. You're kind of a square state. You got your little pecker hanging out of the bottom. You got a lot of cool shit going on inside, but let's be honest, there's not a lot of options around you. You got Utah next to you. What are they? Wholesome and square and completely boring except for the poop hole loophole. You've got Arizona to the south. Also kind of square, but that racism is kind of a turnoff despite their weirdness. You got Oregon and Washington up north, northwest. But they're in this weird domestic partnership and you really can't bother with that. You got cracked out Idaho, who we don't even want to talk about. You got Montana, if you ever decide to swing that way. And then you got sexy, curvaceous California, who looks like she's already spooning you. We see you love her big, beautiful beaches. You love them tall-ass mountains and trees. But you don't seem to like her psycho children. But you see, California, she's a sexy creature, but indeed, she is fucking psycho. And deep down, that kind of turns you on, Nevada. Because it started out this way. You started doing your little booty calls together, and sooner or later, you stopped charging her rent when you didn't even charge her rent when she was bringing things over to keep at your place. Like big tech companies. In fact, you said, I won't even charge you, baby. Just come on over. I don't mind a little bit of your stuff over here. And it's here now. What are you going to do? And it came to the point now, you have even adopted her special needs child. The Raiders. Or if there is any team that symbolizes California, it's the Raiders. And you know why? Because both of those troubled regions you hate the most. The greater Los Angeles area, the home of Hollywood, and the Bay Area, home of everything insane, apparently. And they are from both. And now you're going to put them in Vegas. What are they going to do? draw in more Californians. Does this frighten you? Does this scare you? It doesn't frighten me a bit, because there's a lot of good things that come from California that you don't even want to acknowledge.
I love California!
What would you people do drunk without the California burrito? Nothing. You have to go to Denny's and no one wants to suffer the fate of being served by a fucking heroin shut-out waitress. And how about this place? Where do you think I got the idea of doing a live music venue in this town, complete with all the insanity that we're famous for? A little hint, it came because I was raised in California! That most horrible state, isn't it? But you see, Nevada? Good. The scene about your relationship with California is it's much like picking up bar chicks, skanks of course, at 4 a.m. You're going to have a great track record of doing it, possibly. You can fulfill all kinds of little needs in your life, your sexual bucket list of deviance. But you can't complain when you get herpes. And that little rash that comes back every now and then, that little sore, that's just to remind you what happened when you Californicated willingly. But there are other things. I do have some answers for societal ills. Does anyone here have an answer for how to stop public shootings? Besides shooting back less guns, this is an idea I have that doesn't involve any kind of gun control whatsoever. However, because I have been here for quite some time, it is an authentic Nevada answer. If you have noticed, ever since Craigslist took off their personal section, shootings have skyrocketed. Why is this? Simple answer. Who is doing these shootings? Little incel white males with the personality of a brick who can't get laid on Tinder because their picture is all the same with their pasty asses taking pictures while they're taking a little break from their video games. All they talk about is, I want to hate the world. Well, they can't get laid on Craigslist anymore. Tinder doesn't work, and these guys are obviously too fucking weak to go down to a goddamn corner and pick up a hooker like a real man does. So how do we solve this problem? Nationwide, we legalize prostitution. Get these kids laid, give them a reason to live, and just maybe, instead of bullets, they're buying pussy. And you'd think the conservative community would jump on this because it includes deregulation. Deregulate the pussy and free it. Free the pussy! This should be your hashtag out there for all of you tonight later on. See, a simple answer, a very Nevada answer for one of the greatest problems of our society. And of which in society, there are a lot of events, because I am a proper asshole and dirtbag, that I do not attend. Would you like to hear some of them? First thing I despise, weddings. I do not like weddings. I fucking hate weddings. I fucking despise weddings. Why? I want you to understand what you guys see at a wedding. And then to think about my life for a moment, because I'm a narcissistic motherfucker. A wedding consists of getting a bunch of people together. They all do the same song and dance. Here comes the bride, blah, 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 blah. Everybody gets drunk afterwards. They're a little bit dressed up. Sooner or later, you're going to get a couple of fucking relatives fighting each other over something stupid 15 years ago. You're going to get a couple of couples fucking that should not have fucked, but they're going to find a creative way to do it. You're going to get people drunk. They're going to be sloppy. And to be honest, it is the exact same thing I see every goddamn weekend. And you want me to wake up at 1 in the afternoon on a Saturday or Sunday for your happy event? No. This doesn't happen. You know why? Because I sleep a lot. But I really do support you guys. I love the fact that you have found a perfect union of filing your taxes together and eventually losing a house in Spring Creek together. And it's happened a lot. I love you, but if you love me, don't invite me, because I'm probably not going to go, and I'll just think of some shitty way to get out of it anyway. I've been to one wedding, this summer. It's the first wedding I've been to in years. I was there for 15 minutes before, getting high. I lasted 15 minutes afterwards, and I was even higher by the time I left, and I was gone. Funerals are another event I don't attend. And despite my dark nature, you might think I would like this, but no. You know why? If you paid attention to any of my prior sets, you would understand I'm kind of a fucked up being sexually. And a lot of women in black crying is just going to make me fucking horny and set me off. And my attitude is, if I can't smoke weed at your funeral, I don't want to be there. Because this is the way I want to remember you. The way we've done things before. And your family's going to get really pissed if I throw a bomb into your open fucking, or closed casket for that matter, to send you off to Valhalla like, I will send you a bomb to the afterlife. I'll even smoke your ashes if you get cremated. And if I die, people, mix me with cocaine, and put a big old rail of me across the bar out there, and all of you snort that Keith Richards style. Or you can cremate me and put me in the pepper shakers and Denny's nationwide. I don't give a fuck. I'm dead. Oh, kids' parties. Should seem fucking obvious why I don't want to go to your fucking kids' party. 3 simple words: fuck your kids. I don't have any of my own. Go figure. I don't date single moms very much. And generally, I just don't do anything, and I'm fortunate enough to have no children in my life. And there's another reason for this. I don't trust a lot of you parents out there anymore. Why? You don't vaccinate. Exactly. You want to give your kids into little disease bags of mumps? No, no, no. My mom shot fucking heroin and still had the wherewithal to get us vaccinated. What is your excuse? Business meetings. Another thing I don't like to attend. And the simple answer for this is because I don't have anything in common with any other business in this town the way I do things. Because we are completely gonzo, as you may have noticed. And when someone comes up to me, wants advice to how to run their business, I say, well, geez, Karen, I have no idea why your pumpkin spice scented authentic Saskatchewan Pineco business hasn't fucking taken off. I've considered selling petrified Bigfoot dick. I hear it's picked up a huge amongst the doTERRA and Sensi crowd. Social fraternities, another thing I don't join. I have been asked to join tons of clubs over the years. Everything from heavy metal clubs to local business organizations to blah blah, whatever the fuck you can think of. Everything's sort of giant cuddle parties, which I've been hinted at to join those, but they never really got around to it because I weird things. Now, here's a little weird quirk to me as a person. I believe that as soon as I'm involved in something and I finally get tired of it, I will either quit it or I'm going to launch a revolution that leaves fucking bodies hanging and strewn from the rafters with blood in the streets. And so rather than break up things that are personal like that, I prefer to play rain and make them from a distance. And I will close with one final little piece. And this is a little quote by Charles Bukowski, if anybody know who he is. A fine drunken poet, dearly departed soul. And it is this: drinking is a form of suicide in which you're allowed to return to life the very next day. Now think about what that quote means to myself as a professional. That means, ladies and gentlemen, you can add to my job title, in addition to quality dirtbag, dollar of the dollar, I am an alcoholic necromancer. I will take it all, you dirty whore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm done with that. Now I'd like to introduce you to someone next here. There are people who are just filthy degenerates and make other people show up on boxes of cereal for no good reason other than their own deviance. Before that, I would like to introduce you to everybody, Herb!